bounced a bit on him. Bit of extra pace. That should have been taken. The batter wasn't in control, and neither was the fielder. Did all the hard work there, Mehdi, only to spill it. Clearly rushed Kamil Mishara. Top of the bat near the sticker. Oh, that was there for the taking. One's happy, one's not so happy. Well, he's very, very early days for Kamil Mishra in his career. Batting at number 3, it's such a pivotal place in any format of cricket. Getting bounced. And that's why I like an experienced batter at number 3. Love to have seen Sharif Asalanka there, Kushal Pereira there. Tushar had a very good day. More of the fast bowlers did outside of Patirana. Now they have their work cut out for them. Partnership's important, strike rotation important. Staying in the present, most important. Did he get it? Has he connected it? I think he's done it. He's timed it well. That was a monster. He's picked the screws out of that one. That one didn't bounce too much. A short ball, not a bounce. Mishara was all over it like a rash. He timed that to perfection. Seam up delivery. Sat up. Stands upright as well, Mishara. So, send it the distance. On to 36 here. 45 doesn't look too far away now. Very interesting, the one that the catch was missed. There was a bit of extra pace and bounce. That's exactly where Mishara was going. This time the bounce was perfect. Interesting, the one well. that the catch was missed. There was a bit of extra pace and bounce. That's exactly. Go square. That's hit with a lot of power. A 6 followed by a 4. I was saying experience. Mishara's like, how about some exuberance here from the youth? Great little shot again. Started off this over well, it shot it full. But the last 2 deliveries were a couple of freebies. This time shot outside the off. All he had to do was put back
আপনারা সামনের ম্যাচগুলি দেখতে পারবেন ভালোভাবে। আমি হাতে মোবাইলটা ধরে রাখছি, ঠিক আছে? সামনের ম্যাচগুলি আপনাদের দেখাবো ভালো করে।
Bangladesh now. So important that you pounce on those opportunities, especially with the power plays on. Goes again, through extra cover, should run away to the boundary. He's got 18 runs in that over, 44 for 1.
Churito AI Academy. Get personalized learning, academic support, test prep for SAT, ACT,
সবাই ভিডিওগুলি শেয়ার করে দেন, অন্য মানুষের যেন দেখতে পায়, সবাই যেন দেখতে পায়। আমরা যারা প্রবাসে আছি তারা ম্যাচগুলি দেখতে পায় না, সেই জন্য আজকে চ্যানেলটা কিনলাম, কিনে আপনাদের সাথে একটু শেয়ার করতেছি।
Runs of that last over.
5 ওভারে 44 রান চলে গেছে, বলেন কি অবস্থা।
And then 6 the next ball, and after that 2 more boundaries that follow that 6. Move on to 44 and 5 overs. Mehdi Hasan into the attack now. He got 1 over in the power play, but that last over was so eventful. There was the opportunity for a chance. Look at that extra bit of bounce and pace, going for the pull. How crucial do you think this would have been? Oh, that would have been very, very crucial. Imagine another wicket down with 18 less runs.
কেউ যদি সাবস্ক্রাইব না করে থাকেন সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন চ্যানেল, পরবর্তীতে ম্যাচ দেখতে পারেন। যে আমরা মালয়েশিয়াতে দেখাচ্ছি আপনাদের।
Sensible batting here. Nisanka Roshan is someone I think who will always bat in that 130, 135 strike rate. So great kind of piece in the 11 to hold one end up. He can also play aggressive shots. Now, don't get me wrong, he can play aggressively. But with the way T20 cricket's played now, you need one guy to kind of anchor the whole innings down, and he seems the ideal person to do that role for Sri Lanka.
They're amazing to talk about an anchor in T20 cricket.
Well, they're still in the building phase of the T20I team. So I reckon to become more consistent, you need to have important cogs in the wheel.
He has some really fond memories against Sri Lanka in July 2025. He had 4 for 11, his best in his T20 career. Mishara finds those vacant areas. In fact, it's gone all the way for 6. The Sri Lankan 50s are.
এরা 6 ওভারে 53 রান নিছে আর আমরা 6 ওভারে কত নিছি?
Wasn't very short, but picked up the length very
Pass.
early, did Mishara.
5 ওভার 4 বল।
Pumped it over mid-off. Awakened long on boundary for 6. Not much turn there. Great piece of connection from Mishara. He's on.
We talk about the
বল তো লাগতেছে এটা তো ব্যাটিং অ্যাকচুয়ালি 70 80 90 রান 200 রান নিলেও সমস্যা নাই ব্যাটিং পেস
It is a runner ball, but in a tournament like this, the net run rate certainly matters.
কিন্তু আমাদের পোলাপান পারে নাই এরকম
You want to make
সমস্যা
sure you finish well as well. And Sri Lanka, this tendency to start really well, but not finish things off well. So they want to stay on top of this.
Well, they'll get a single off the last ball. That's another big over for Sri Lanka. The power play is done and dusted.
দেখেন পাওয়ার প্লেতে 55 রান নিছে হ্যাঁ এর অবস্থা
We'll have the confirmation that the power play is done and Sri Lanka will be very pleased with that power play. Good return, especially when you're chasing 140. To have 55 for 1 calms the nerves of the batters in the middle and also the dressing room.
Absolutely. You want to make sure you get off to a good start, especially when you're chasing low targets or mid targets. And Sri Lanka have done just that, even though the start of the power play went Bangladesh's way. They finished strong. This could go for a boundary as well. Thakur Ali gets around pretty well. Uses a boundary to a couple of runs.
বল হচ্ছে না বল হচ্ছে না
You know, sometimes when batters can chase when they're chasing a lower target, they tend to get into their
বলের যে একটা তেজই তো নাই
extreme. Sometimes you just take that middle path where you use caution with aggression, get yourself in a little bit, give yourself a chance to get a big score, like what Pathum Nissanka is doing. What Mishara did himself actually. He was 1 of 7 before those flurry of boundaries came.
দেখেন ইজিলি খেলতে পারতেছে
This
বল
will go for 4 as well, and that's the beauty of someone like Pathum Nissanka.
মানে বলের কোনো নাই
He watches the ball, plays it to the merit, and when he does that, when he doesn't try to overhit, he's such an effective bat.
All class, isn't it, the way he's batting? Look at this drive.
সুইমিং হচ্ছে না বল একদম প্লেট হচ্ছে
meets the ball, striking the ball, picking that gap, covering the line as Mustafi's looking to go across the right hander. Brilliantly done. Oh, wanted a single, but then Sri Lanka so far has had a wonderful power play. Yes, they did lose Kusal Mendis early, but they've come back strongly.
Solid power play this has been. Both teams. Pathum Nissanka's first 6 was amazing. Great little delivery to get Kusal Mendis out from Mustafizur. Fielding a little on and off. This one, easy catch should have been taken. But after that, Ishara came into the party. To get off the blocks a little bit. But now he's up and running.
And he's got to get more runs here. He's picking those gaps at will.
Brings up the 50 partnership as well, Roshan. The magic of staying in the present and playing the ball to its merit. In high pressure situations, when you find good batters, just staying in the present, watching the ball, they're able to see potential, boundaries and sixes all the time. That's exactly what happened with this ball. Stayed calm, watched the slower ball out of his hands and picked the screws out of it.
See the importance of that early domination. You could see that Bangladesh is still not rattled, but you could see the body language. If you look at the way Litton Das looked with that boundary, he knows that it's important that they strike early. And now that required run rate is under 6 runs and over.
It is 52, just 32 deliveries from these two. And to see that they were actually almost a run a ball, but just in a matter of a couple of overs, it's like the story has flipped. Averaging 60 and strike rate of 170 at the moment.
We'll get a single. 7 done, 66 for 1.
$66 for 1, Sri Lanka in 7 overs. Had a sedate start to the power play initially. Lost a wicket of Kusal Mendes. But after that, the last 2 overs have brought 22 runs for Sri Lanka. In fact, the last 4 have brought 49. 55-run partnership of 33 deliveries. But these two lads, the youngster Kamil Mishara, Pathum Nissanka, are batting really well. I think the leg spinner Rishad has come into the attack.
Well, we do know that Pathum Nissanka is the experience, though he's quite young. But if you really want to look at an X-factor player, Kamil Mishara is living up to it. He's 25 or 15. Little chip over the top. Could be a single, but I like to see this contest. Rishad versus the Sri Lankan batters.
Mishara has been very impressive. Seen this youngster, heard about this youngster quite a lot actually. John is very early in his career, isn't he? He's played 3 or 4 games. Kamil Mishara, tell us a little bit more about him, Roshan.
Well, always. He was always thought of as somebody with a lot of potential. And early days in his career, and I can tell you that he made a wonderful 73 against Zimbabwe. It was the way he constructed the innings. And very, very early, he hails from the Nondescripts Cricket Club. And, well, he's already starting to make a name for himself. And you're speaking about the importance of number 3. So if you're talking about that's wide, that's gone for 4. That will run away to the boundary. But just to quickly finish on Mishara, it tells you the amount of trust and confidence the team management has to throw him in at number 3 and give him that responsibility. That's the kind of player he is.
Well, I love the fact that he's getting the opportunity at number 3. Poor delivery, this one. Rishad, googly down the leg side. It's always going to be hard for the wicketkeeper. But one can only hope that he continues to get the kind of run like Pathum Nissanka has gotten at the top of the order. Seen a lot of changes in that Sri Lankan batting order over the last couple of years. A lack of consistency, lack of security for the players. One can only hope that when that's sorted out for them, we'll see a lot more performances like this talented young kid here. Clean hitting, clean batting. Good technique as well. Another wide delivery from Rishad. He's feeling the heat now.
Well, I think this is a problem. As a leg spinner, you can be a luxury. You can be a wicket taker, but you can also leak runs. So he's under some pressure. But back on the Sri Lankan batting lineup you're talking about, I think it's a case of now.
Down the ground, one bounce for 4. Kamil Mishara is starting to enjoy himself. He's moved to 13, quick time of just 17 deliveries. I was in the slot, that one. Any high quality player will pick it up very easily. Exactly what Mishara did. It was over pitch, just outside the off stump.
And the timing is always there when Asanka bats. And the ability to use the pace and also stay with the shot. Very rarely does he lose shape while batting. That's the key to his success.
The effort still good from Bangladesh. Oh, that's flown over. We'll have to wait for the signal. It's sides. 100 on the board for Sri Lanka.
And things really going downhill now for Bangladesh. The short ball sails over the keeper's head. And Sri Lanka going along now at over 11 to the over. No chance for Lytton Das.
37 required. Got to step on it. Leave nothing to chance. Really put the pressure on Bangladesh here. He wants to. Mustafizur does well.
The last couple of years has really changed Asanka's way of playing.